Hello friends and potential friends. Well, I spent the day today expanding the garden, but I didn't do any of the expanding back here. Instead, I found a place up close to the house to work on. And when this expansion is complete, Mom will be able to walk out the back door of the house there, come right down here into the backyard, and initially she's going to have 2 raised beds right here. This is where she's been working on her seedlings and things. I put this shelf up a week or so ago for her, and this is going to become a kitchen garden for her. I put this bed together today. No, I didn't set up the camera. You've had plenty of opportunities to watch me put these beds together, so I didn't think you needed to be bored with that. But I did add one addition to it this time that I didn't think about last year. Up here in Idaho, they have voles, and they like to dig up into raised beds from underneath. So I added a layer of 1/2-inch hardware cloth to the bottom of this guy. Hopefully that'll slow down the critters a little bit. I'll be putting a second bed right over there as soon as I can put it together. But first, I'm going to get this one filled up because Mom's got plants up there that she wants to get put in the ground. So I got to make some ground in here so she can plant her plants. Then I'll work on the second one, and that's probably as far as I'm going to get this year on this part of the garden. Next year I may be able to move 1 or 2 of the beds from back behind the garage up into this area. But we'll see how that works out. And I'll show you a little bit more when I get it done. Back to working on the kitchen garden. I've got this bed situated where Mom wants it. Gives her a nice space over here to work on the plants. And we're going to put a picnic table right there so she can just sit out here and look at all the green around her. And now I'm starting to fill this bed up. It was a little bit tricky getting it placed because there's actually an old tree stump underneath it, and it was just barely sticking up out of the ground. So I positioned the bed right over top of it, put the cardboard down, got the wire mesh down underneath the bed. I've added some sticks. I haven't decided whether I'm going to add any more, because I figured out those things take a long time to break down. And I personally, well, the beds I made back in Florida and the ones that I put together here last summer, I think I put too much wood in the bottom of them, because there are still logs in all of them. In mine in Florida, I've been using some of those beds for 3 years, and when I go trying to plant plants, I'm still finding the logs and things underneath the soil. So I'm going to hold back on that a little bit, and instead I'm going to do more of a mix of the local topsoil and some topsoil that we bought last year. And of course, mixing in a little bit of chicken manure with it too, since we have that chicken coop over there and I haven't scraped it clean yet. The soil around here seems to be pretty fertile, so I'm not too worried about using it. But that's where we're at so far. I'm going to go ahead and put in a layer of soil and see whether I need to add any more sticks. Well, got it loaded with soil. All we need now is some grass clippings on top for mulch and a few wheelbarrows of wood chips around the edge to make it look pretty. And then Mom's kitchen garden is ready to plant. Well, there we have it. Phase 1 of the kitchen garden. Mulched good. Got plenty of wood chips to walk around on. Right close to where Mom works with her plants. And not far from the back door. So now we just need to decide where to put the other raised bed. And when that happens, we'll get on to phase 2. Until then, I'll see you next time.